Your person is currently experiencing a deep sense of irritation and emotional restlessness, which they may be projecting onto others around them. This short temper isn't necessarily about the people in their immediate environment, it's rooted in something much deeper. For the past few months, their access to you has been limited, whether emotionally, physically, or energetically. That distance is beginning to wear on them. They're feeling the absence of your presence in ways they didn't anticipate. When they initially walked away from you or chose to go silent, they may have believed that you would be waiting, or that your energy would still be focused on them. But now, they're realizing that isn't the case. You're no longer as accessible or as emotionally available as you once were, and this unexpected shift is throwing them off balance. They thought they understood how things would unfold. Maybe they expected you to chase after them, to reach out, or to hold space for their return without question. But instead, you've become more composed, more centered, and emotionally detached in a way that they hadn't prepared for. You seem unbothered, not cold, necessarily, but at peace with the situation. This realization is unsettling for them because it forces them to confront the consequences of their actions or inactions. Your calmness contrasts sharply with the emotional chaos they're now feeling, and it's making them reflect on the role they played in creating this distance. They're coming to understand that they cannot truly get close to you again, at least not in the same way, until they release the baggage of their past. That includes old wounds, limiting beliefs, and emotional patterns that have kept them stuck. This healing process is slow and often painful. It's why you may be having trouble sensing their energy or feeling their presence. While you might have once felt them strongly, thinking about you, pulling on your energy, or communicating through unspoken emotions, that energetic thread now feels faint or uncertain. It's not that they've disappeared completely, it's that they are directing their focus inward, attempting to heal and nurture themselves quietly, without making it obvious to you or anyone else. This period of silence is not inactivity. Behind the scenes, they're observing you, watching how you move through your life, and paying close attention to what you choose to share, or not share. They're looking for some kind of reassurance, especially on a spiritual or energetic level, that you're still emotionally invested in them. They're hoping for a sign that your heart is still open, even if your actions suggest otherwise. But what they're also coming to terms with is the fact that the dynamic between you has shifted dramatically. You are no longer the one chasing this connection. The roles have changed. Where once you may have reached out first, tried to hold things together, or poured your energy into nurturing the relationship, now you are focused on yourself. You are not giving them the attention they once took for granted. You've reclaimed your power, and that shift is unsettling for them, but it's also necessary. It's shaking up their world and forcing them to reevaluate not just their connection with you, but their entire approach to love, commitment, and emotional vulnerability. They're beginning to see you as someone who embodies the Empress energy, nurturing, loving, magnetic, and sovereign. But they also know that the Empress doesn't tolerate disrespect or inconsistency. If they make another mistake, or if they come forward with anything less than full honesty and emotional maturity, you are capable of switching into Queen of Swords mode, clear, logical, and emotionally discerning. This awareness is what's making them take things so slowly. They are deeply afraid of doing or saying the wrong thing, because they know the opportunity to reconnect with you may be fleeting. One wrong move, one misstep, and the door may close permanently. They understand now that the connection is sacred, and that it's not something to be played with or taken lightly. That's why they're being cautious, perhaps more cautious than you'd expect, but it's not because they don't care. On the contrary, they care deeply, but they are finally starting to realize that love alone isn't enough. It has to be accompanied by growth, accountability, and the willingness to change. As they continue this silent journey of healing and reflection, they are hoping, perhaps even praying, that you haven't given up completely. They're holding out for the chance to show you that they've changed, or at least that they are actively trying to. Until then, they will remain in the shadows, watching, waiting, and working through the emotional clutter that kept them from fully embracing this connection in the past. Whether or not they succeed in reconnecting with you remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: you've shifted the energy, and they feel it deeply. The power dynamic has changed, and now it's up to them to rise to meet you, not the other way around. Are you truly sure that you can handle me? I ask not to challenge you, but out of honesty, because loving me is not simple. It's not a fairy tale, and I'm not always the person I seem to be on the outside. Are you really prepared to deal with all the emotional baggage I carry, all the experiences that have shaped me, the wounds that haven't quite healed, and the parts of me that I'm still learning to love myself? There are so many layers to who I am, and while I try to show up with love and good intentions, the truth is, I'm far from perfect. I know sometimes people idealize the ones they care about, and maybe you've seen me in a light that feels brighter than reality. But the truth is, I'm not a saint. I'm not this endlessly composed or flawless person. I am a human being, with all the messiness, contradictions, and imperfections that come with that. There are moments when I am difficult to be around. Sometimes, I can be controlling, not because I want to dominate, but because I'm afraid of losing control. I can be selfish, not because I don't care, but because I'm still learning how to balance my needs with others. Insecurity often sneaks in, whispering lies and distorting how I see myself and others. My ego gets the better of me at times, especially when I feel threatened or unseen. Emotionally, I can be inconsistent, one moment open and warm, the next closed off and distant, unsure of what I truly feel or afraid to express it. I'm still growing, still figuring out why I am the way I am, and working through the parts of me that need healing. And yet, through all of this confusion and imperfection, what I know with certainty is this: I deeply adore you. I respect you more than words can truly express. You are not just anyone to me, you are someone incredibly close to my heart. You're the person I've grown to care about so profoundly, the one I am in love with. My feelings for you are real, even if they come tangled in my flaws. You've touched something deep within me, and that kind of connection doesn't come around often. That is why this is so hard. Because as much as I want to be with you, to let you in fully, I'm also painfully aware of the weight I might bring into your life. You've been through so much already. I see that in your eyes, in your quiet strength, in the way you carry yourself. I know you've suffered, and the last thing I want is to be another reason you hurt. It wouldn't be fair to you if I entered your world without being fully ready, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You deserve someone who can stand beside you with strength, not someone who adds to your burdens. And though my love for you is genuine, I also know that love alone isn't always enough if it's wrapped in instability. That's why I've chosen to keep my distance right now, not because I don't care, but because I care so much. I need time. Time to reflect, to grow, to confront the parts of me that hold me back from being the partner you deserve. I want to become stronger, mentally and emotionally, so that I can handle life's challenges without projecting them onto you or anyone else. I don't want to love you from a place of weakness. I want to love you from a place of wholeness, not codependence. I want to stand on my own 2 feet and take full responsibility for my healing, my actions, and my choices. That means doing the hard work now, while I have the chance, even if it means being apart for a while. Please understand that this distance is not rejection, it's protection. It's my way of making sure that when I do show up in your life again, I do so as someone who is capable of loving you in the way you truly deserve. Someone who has faced their own darkness and learned how to find light again. Someone who doesn't just say I love you, but shows it through emotional maturity, patience, and consistency. So if you're wondering why I've stepped back, this is the reason. It's not lack of care. It's not fear of love. It's love itself that is guiding me to pause, to rebuild, to become better. I hope, deep down, you can see the sincerity in that. And if the universe allows, maybe someday I'll return to you, not with apologies or excuses, but with the kind of presence that speaks for itself. Until then, know that you remain close to my heart. Always. I know you're alone right now, perhaps finding comfort in your solitude, and strangely, that's the very thought that breaks my heart. It's not because I want to interrupt your peace, but because I long so deeply to be a part of that quiet moment with you. I want to be the one beside you as you sit in stillness, the one who shares in your silence, not to disturb it, but to make it warmer, softer. I imagine you there, surrounded by calm, your thoughts drifting, while I'm somewhere far away, thinking only of you. The distance between us isn't just physical, it feels like a weight on my chest, a constant reminder of how much I want to be close to you. I miss your warmth more than words can truly express. It's not just your physical touch, though I ache for that too, it's the energy you give off when you're near. That unspoken comfort I feel when I'm with you. Just to sit beside you, shoulder to shoulder, saying nothing and letting our presence speak louder than words, that's what I crave. It's not even about having something to say, it's simply about being near you, breathing the same air, and knowing that you're right there, within reach. Right now, all I want is that, just to feel you beside me, grounding me. I've been thinking about you constantly. You're on my mind more than I'd like to admit, though I have no intention of denying it either. The truth is, you're embedded in everything I do. I wake up thinking of you, go through the motions of the day with you on my mind, and fall asleep still wondering how you're doing. There's this restless part of me that just wants to reach out, to text you and say, I miss you. I want your attention. I need your presence. But then I hesitate, not wanting to intrude, not knowing what you're feeling in return. Sometimes I catch myself scrolling through my phone, wishing there were a message from you, hoping you might be missing me too, that maybe, just maybe, you're thinking about me in this very moment. I just need to know where you are and what you're doing. Not in a possessive or demanding way, but in a way that comes from love, from the ache of longing. I want to know if there's an emptiness in your day where I used to be. Do your thoughts wander to me the way mine constantly wander to you? Do you replay memories in your mind like I do, moments of laughter, quiet touches, or simply the way we used to look at each other? There's this deep craving in me, not just emotional, but physical, sensual, passionate. It's not about lust alone, it's about intimacy, about the raw and tender need to be close to someone whose presence feels like home. I want to hold you, to wrap myself around you, and let you feel the depth of my longing through every kiss, every touch, every breath. I want to lose myself in the connection we share, to forget everything else and simply exist with you, even if just for a little while. You are more than just a passing thought, you are a presence that lives in my heart every single day. And right now, it's hard to focus on anything else. I try, I truly do, but my soul feels like it's searching for something it cannot find in the world around me. It's your love, your care, your attention that I yearn for. The world feels a little colder, a little emptier, when you're not here. I wish you knew just how deeply I feel this. I wish I could express the fullness of it in a way that wouldn't overwhelm you but would instead wrap you in the truth of what I carry inside me. My love for you isn't fleeting. It's not based on the moment or convenience, it's rooted in something much deeper. A longing that doesn't go away just because you're silent, or because we're apart. It stays. It lives in me, and it grows stronger every day we're not together. So while you sit in your solitude, please know that somewhere, someone is longing for you with a heart full of warmth, desire, and unshakable love. I'm here, thinking of you, missing you, and hoping that maybe, just maybe, you're missing me too.